Well, I started at New Hope in 2010. I started out teaching middle school classes, mostly Bible and history and English, and really enjoyed that. I enjoyed teaching a lot and really enjoyed the middle school years, the middle school grades. And then during my first 5 years, ended up teaching a lot of different subjects. I taught high school chemistry, co-directed the drama class along with the middle school classes and PE. There were a lot of different opportunities there for me to experience teaching different classes. I would say what drew me to the administrative position was Ernie Stone. He was the administrator at the time. The school was going through its first round of accreditation, so we were working with Advanced Ed to become accredited as a school, and I had some free time during the day, and he suggested that I help out with the accreditation process. So in that, I had the opportunity to experience some administration, and Ernie even recommended that I pursue that. At the time, I was looking into going back to school for a master's, either in teaching or in administration, and so it was his recommendation and the opportunity to experience a little bit of administration that drew me to go back to school for administration and get a master's in that. They're different. They're both busy and stressful in their own ways, I would say. Teaching has a lot of prep and grading before and after the fact. I think administration is more dealing with things in the moment. So I did enjoy teaching a lot, especially the relationships that I was able to build with students. I feel like you're able to form deeper relationships in the classroom than I am able to as an administrator. I definitely miss the classroom. I miss the students, and when I have an opportunity to sub or teach an occasional class, I jump on it because I get back in there. I get to experience what the teachers are experiencing and stay fresh in what it feels like to be a teacher, so I can better serve our teachers and meet their needs. But I do now, with this role, enjoy the relationships that I have with staff and with our families and our parents at the school. So there are pros and cons to both, but I think administration is where I'm gifted, and I do enjoy being in this role now. I think administration is where I'll stay. I think it's important for both Mrs. Grush and myself, if I can speak for Mrs. Grush, our elementary administrator. We both really enjoy the process of admissions and the opportunity to meet new families, to do interviews with students and families, and have them be able to meet us and put a face with a name and know that even as administrators and heads of the school, we want to be personally involved with them, and we want to have that personal relationship. It has definitely been a challenge. I know it's been a challenge for all schools. And as a small private school, we have been blessed to be able to stay open in person. We have been able to maintain those relationships with students and ultimately fulfill our mission and our ministry as a school, which is to see students growing in their relationships with the Lord. And I feel like that needs to be done in person, not through online school. So we were very blessed to be able to stay in person throughout the year last year. And our response to COVID has been just to keep students safe, to be wise in our policies and in the way we handle things, but to know that students need more than just education. You know, we value our students' emotional health, spiritual health, their relational health with each other and with the teachers. So we try to take all of those factors into account when we come up with our policies and how we want to handle the situation. Definitely would love to see continued growth. It's been so fun this summer to invite new families and new students to the school and to be able to offer the wonderful education that our teachers give here, but also the opportunity for a biblical education and for students to be challenged to grow in their relationship with the Lord. And we want to be able to provide that for as many families as possible. Currently, our facility is probably as full as it can get, so the future will involve some kind of facility growth and development in order for us to expand, and we are looking forward to that, getting the community involved with some fundraising and just seeing where the Lord wants to take the school. We changed the school's mission and vision statement about 5 or 6 years ago to reflect more the current climate of the culture that our students are growing up in. And so the idea of being an ambassador was really important to us, that our students know their faith well enough to be in the community and be in the world and be representing Christ to the world. And so our vision statement is ambassadors for Christ, prepared for kingdom living. And we want our students to be ready to live their lives, whatever that looks like for each of them after New Hope. If they go to college, if they go into trades, if they do community college, wherever they go, wherever they're living, that they would be ambassadors for Christ. And our mission is living the gospel of Christ, living the righteousness of Christ, living the mind of Christ, and living with one another to represent Christ. And those are just all those different aspects of being an ambassador that we hope to see in our students. I guess just like to add that I think I speak for myself and all of our staff that we find it a great privilege to be able to provide a Christian education to our students, that we don't take the responsibility lightly, but we want to be a place where they are cared for, where their spiritual growth is important. And so we do see it as a great privilege to have this opportunity.